Well, hello and welcome back to the Andrew Eborn Show with me, Andrew Eborn, and my wonderful guest, not wearing his socks, Mike Read. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you. I'm, as you know, been come here today to judge the fancy dress, and as no one else appears to have turned up, you're the winner, sir.
Hey, thank you. Well, we tried to do something a little bit different, change the set around. I can pull up, there we go, there we go, a little bit of that to match my eyes. What do you reckon?
When you pull it, the lining goes, boom.
Yes, I sort of pull my trousers up a little bit.
Or it's your red boxer shorts.
Hey, our boxer shorts is always got to be good. But nowadays, in this day and age, you only need an outfit up to here, don't you?
You do, yeah, absolutely. Everyone now works naked from the waist down, I've heard, thanks to Zoom. Yeah.
It is an extraordinary time. And Zoom, people just always remind us, it used to be one of those ice lollies, didn't it? We've changed the language of the whole nation, or around the world, I think, haven't we now? Zoom was always just either an ice lolly or a great song.
That's right. I mean, it's extraordinary. It must be, I would say, if somebody could be bothered doing a survey, and sometimes people get paid to do surveys for no reason whatsoever, I would think it's probably one of the most used new words over the last year, the word Zoom. It's part of our daily language now. We use it as everything. I've got two Zooms. I've got a couple of Zoomers today, or I've got back-to-back Zooms. We use it all the time now. It's really part of our language. Whether it will remain, whether it will go, whether it will die down a bit, I don't know. I mean, they're now trying to encourage people to actually go back to work. And I noticed today a lot of people kicking against that. Whilst I think for a lot of people, they need to go because they can't actually settle at home. It's difficult. It depends where you live, I guess. If you've got kids, other people around, and you can't concentrate on what you're doing, or it's a job where you need to be somewhere else, then you have to go. But a lot of people were saying, actually, I don't want to go back because I'm saving £1,000 a month. I'm helping the pollution because I'm not driving my car. I'm saving on that. I'm saving £1,000 a month, which is £12,000 a year. I mean, why do I want to go back? If you're self-motivated, it's fine. If you're not and you need motivation, then yeah, maybe you do. But it's just interesting how many office blocks in big cities are going to be third empty, half empty, empty, useless, not wanted. It's an interesting one.
Well, it is. I think I'm not just, as you say, the way that we conduct society, but the language really has changed. We're all Zoomed, as they would say in Dad's Army, but also things like social distancing we never spoke about beforehand. Furlough, you never used to hear about, did you?
No, that's right. All new words. Zoom, I would think it'd be interesting to do a list of top 20. Yeah, furlough will be in the top 10. Certainly, social distancing, I think, very high up. Zoom may be number one, but then again, we Zoom, but maybe not everybody Zooms. So maybe social distancing might, that mask will be high up in there as well.
Yeah.
Probably in the top 5.
The R number.
The R number. I'm not sure that people talk about that. We read about it, but whether we talk about the R number is another thing, I think. But we do talk about masks. Gelling, hand gel is another good one.
Oh, yeah, hand gel. Well, it could be the Mike Read, and now with the heritage chart, you could have the R number one is this. You could work on that sort of basis every week.
Yeah, heritage chart might just sort of sneak in the bottom of the top 20 somewhere there. So yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good. Fantastic. Well, one of the things you have changed is you say people don't wear everything. So no socks, please. We're British. How did that come about?
Well, during lockdown, of course, you're not wearing shoes around the house so much. You're wearing socks as you're not going out so much, going out and in, out and in. But if you're in a lot of the time, I put my trainers on. If I go and do sort of 5 or 10K, something, I hoof off, put the trainers on, come back, take them off again. Next week, thankfully, or this week, tennis starts again. So I will be out a couple of times a week on the tennis trail. But yeah, I found that wearing socks around the house a lot makes them go into holes, and often a bit one-sided. One has a hole, one hasn't. I think, oh, I can throw that one away. Have I got another one? Yeah, I've got another single sock that would do. And also during lockdown, you're not that worried if they don't match because no one's going to notice anyway. Who cares? But I could wear shorts and white and tennis socks, but I couldn't wear coloured socks. That would feel a bit weird. I don't know why. It just wouldn't feel right to me.
No, you're right. Anyway, that was the inspiration for today's poem. It's over to you, Radio Laureates, with no socks, please. We're British.
I've discovered a new type of phenomena, something that's difficult to monitor. My socks now have holes where there used to be soles, and I can't even walk down the corridor. The holes were just not there before, But now they appear more and more. There are holes omnipresent, so it's not very pleasant, and it's making my heels very sore. It's only started since lockdown, and notice when I take each sock down, there are socks that are new, so the holes should be few, that these holes are running the clock down. Is it simply these socks are useless? Or well, something perhaps about their looseness? It's a mystery, ain't it? But maybe I can explain it by admitting that I'm usually shoeless. The rest of the sock is okay and relatively unscathed. The ankle bit's fine and the toe section's sublime, but the heel part has worn right away. With a hole, is that when one bins it? Then I wondered, what could I do instead? Turn the sole upside down, turn the sock right around, so the hole is over the instep.
Hey, I love it. All practical advice here. It's got to be good. Do you also have that problem, which I have, is that you've got this wonderful washing machine. You put all your socks in as pairs, and miraculously, at least one of them disappears.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's somewhere there's a gang of socks, millions of them, all sniggering to each other. We fool them.
All studying philosophy, Socrates, you can do that sort of stuff. I love the idea of an accumulation of socks. It's going to be good. Mike, it's always a delight. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Live long and prosper. May your socks never have holes in them.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Mike, what was that? Live long and prosper. Show us your finger.
Live long and prosper. That's the one. Live long and prosper.
That's right. Well,
not that one.
Yeah,
that one.
I'll tell you what, didn't Gene Simmons, didn't he want to trademark that? The original
Gene Simmons, she was one of my favourite actresses.
when she was in Kiss.
Yeah, when she was in Kiss, she was great. She played Miss Havisham and Estella, and then she was in Kiss.
Fantastic. It was all the makeup, wasn't it? That's what made people not realise it was the same person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, live long and prosper. It's got to be.
Oh, live long and prosper. That one is.
There you go. Fantastic.
It's not necessarily easy to do, actually. Keep your fingers.
It's quite difficult. You have to sort of pull your fingers apart and do that sort of stuff. Dr. Spock. They always get that. That's the other thing they get wrong. Dr. Spock and Mr. Spock, don't they? That's
right. They do. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he was. Although the awkward thing was that he was a doctor in the series Spock. He was a Vulcan, but he was a doctor. So that's why people used to get confused and call him Dr. Spock. Yeah. But yeah, it's confusing. But life is confusing, Andrew. We know that. How many Andrew Eborns are there? You must have checked it out.
I have far too many, even when there's just one. It's normally the answer, but it's always. I have actually checked an Andrew Eborn. When you Google it, there's a chap who sadly passed away. And every time it sort of pops up, and I think it's in America somewhere, but there's an Andrew Eborn, and you reach as a picture, and I don't recognise myself.
Well, if he's passed away, he died.
Ah, yes.
Andrew E. died.
Yeah, I know. He didn't even know I'd gone, didn't even know I was ill.
Yeah, Eborn, he died.
Eborn, he born again. I'll come back.
Yeah, that's it. No, Andrew Eborn again. Yeah, that's better. Eborn again.
You see, you can never put me down. It's always a thrill. However much you try, it's always a joy. Mike Read, an absolute delight as always. Thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Live long and prosper.
Hey, bye-bye. So thank you again to the wonderful radio laureate himself, Mike Read. If you'd like to be a guest on the show or have any comments about the show, you can write to me at guests@octopustv.com. That's guests@octopustv.com. Don't forget, you can follow me at Andrew Eborn @octopustv and subscribe on all of the usual channels. Join me next time, but until then, be good, be safe. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.